In this video, I'm going to look at motion graphs. Describing the motion of an object is sometimes hard to do with words. Graphs make motion easier to understand. So let's have a quick review. Motion is basically movement. Speed is how fast an object is moving. And velocity is speed with a direction. Speed is a scalar quantity. Velocity is a vector quantity. So we'll start with distance-time graphs. So plotting distance against time can tell you a lot about motion. So let's take a look at the axis. So time is always plotted on the x-axis. The x-axis is the horizontal axis, and distance is plotted on the y-axis or the vertical axis. So if an object is not moving, then a straight line is shown on the graph. Time is increasing to the right. This is time here. But its distance does not change. It is not moving, so we say it is at rest. So in this example here, the car or whatever it is at rest. If an object is moving at a constant speed, it means it has the same increase in distance in a given time. So here, time is increasing to the right, and distance is increasing with time. The object moves at a constant speed. So if you see this kind of line here, a straight line, that means that the object is traveling at a constant speed. Okay, so we look at an example where we have two lines plotted on the same graph. So both of the lines in the graph show the object has moved the same distance. Distance is on the y-axis, and if you look carefully, you can see that both these objects have traveled the same distance. But this dashed line here, that means the dashed line, it is steeper. So therefore, the time taken to travel the same distance is less with the dashed line. So therefore, the dashed line has the higher speed. So a steeper line shows a faster speed. Both lines are straight, so speed is constant. Next, we look at a distance-time graph that shows acceleration. So graphs that show acceleration look different from those that show constant speed. So the line on this graph is curving upwards like this. So this is not constant speed. This shows an increase in speed or velocity since the line is getting steeper at this point here. So this means it is accelerating. So let's have a summary. A distance-time graph shows us how far an object has moved with time. The steeper the graph, the faster the motion, or the faster the speed. A horizontal line means that the object is at rest, that's not moving. And a downward sloping line means the object is returning to the start. So let's look at an example. Here we have an object starting from here. We have steady speed, or we could say constant speed. Here the line is flat, so that means it's stationary or at rest. And then the line is sloping downwards, so the object is returning to the start. Here we see a steeper line, so that's faster constant speed with a steeper line. And here we have the curved line, which shows that the object is accelerating or getting faster. So we'll have a look at these four examples of distance-time graphs, and we'll discuss what's happening in each graph. So here we have a constant speed in A. B, the object is returning to where it came from at a constant speed. Here we have a straight line, so the object is at rest. And here we have a curved line, which means the object is slowing down. Next, we'll have a look at speed-time graphs. Speed-time graphs are also called velocity-time graphs. So here on the y-axis, we have speed or velocity, and on the x-axis, we have time. So a straight line, like we see here, on a speed-time graph shows that speed is constant. It is not changing over time. Now this is different to a distance-time graph because a straight line does not mean the object is not moving. A straight line on a speed-time graph means that the speed is constant. So this straight line on a speed-time graph shows increasing speed. So the moving object is accelerating. This is constant acceleration. Here we have a straight line going down. So this graph shows decreasing speed. The moving object is slowing down or decelerating. Let's compare two moving objects at the same time. So here we have a speed-time graph. Both moving objects are accelerating. However, the dashed line, which is this line here, is steeper, so it has a higher rate of acceleration. So let's have a summary. A speed-time graph shows us how the speed of a moving object changes with time. The steeper the graph, the faster the acceleration. A horizontal line means the object is moving at a constant speed or velocity. A downward sloping line means the object is slowing down or decelerating. So here we have an example. We have steady or constant acceleration. Here we have steady or constant speed. Here we have acceleration. And here the object is slowing down and it's a straight line, so it's constant or steady deceleration. Next, we look at 4 examples of speed-time graphs. So we'll start with E. Here we have constant acceleration, a straight line. F, we have constant deceleration, which means the object is slowing down. In graph G, we have a straight line, which shows constant speed. And for H, the line is right down here on the x-axis, which basically means 0 speed. So this car is not moving.